American or U.S. citizen, then that means that you are a part of Washington, D.C. And what is Washington, D.C., Chief? District Columbia, right?
It's closed down now.
And it's closed down. So what are we constantly arguing about when we talking about who is who? We just need to stand up and change our language and forget what these so-called white people or any other ignorant mind is constantly trying to, not predict, but, the narrative. They're still going with that narrative.
Mhm.
It's straight bullshit.
You got to remember that the number one tool was divide and conquer. The more divisive they make us between ourselves, the more control they have over our movement. And the unity comes in when you watch, if you watch nature, when the tribes are about to join together or the clans, first they huddle up amongst each other first, right? It's what you're looking at culturally. All of the cultures is first they go over to themselves, right? Nature gonna do that. They're gonna naturally make them gravitate toward to the people like them in the local area. So you'll see, like in New York, you'll see the separation of the different Spanish speaking groups because the Puerto Ricans don't live exactly with the Dominicans. They might live neighbor to each other in buildings, but they know that this is the Puerto Rican building, and this is the Dominican building, and this is the Mexican building. So they all speak Spanish, but they all still come, and they first, before they can spread out with the unity, they first have to come together with themselves to say, okay, now let's assess what we have here. But we not realizing what's taking place, so we missing the opportunity to do a self-assessment for the benefit of our community because they got everybody so individually focused on me, myself, and I that nobody's looking at, okay, first we gonna all come together among ourselves, and now you in a position where your unity have its maximum impact, right? Because the unity can't have a maximum impact until we are aware of who we are on the land and where we at. Right? That's the same thing that Sun Tzu say about knowing how to move your troops. So you seeing these things taking place by nature. While we are mobbing up, we tribing up, we clicking up, we posseing up, because we getting ready to ride out, but we don't know that we getting ready to ride out. But we all feel it. So we just behaving in a certain manner before we go out and start putting the new world in order.
Yeah, that's exactly what's taking place. And what I see, I'm in California, in the Bay Area. So what I see is a lot of people who don't look like me. They running scared for whatever reason. And I try to be, I try to calm people down and be like, we've been through worse things than this election that all y'all seem to be worried about.
Yeah, that's right.
So I just want to know when we gonna start saying this is Turtle Island. Stop calling this shit America, and this type of thing. When we gonna start just changing our language? We're not black. Let's get that off our tongue, please. Now we know it's ours though. It's our nickname. Look, I tell people all the time it's our nickname.
I like to say I'm organic, original Mississippi Clay Dirt Walker.
I know. Yes, you do say that.
So,
and I consider myself organic to the land as well, but I'm working to get us not back anywhere, but to reinstate what our ancestors have already put together for us. Did they not call this place Turtle Island?
Hey, and that's why this race don't go to the swift. It go to the slow and steady. That's what my mama told me. That's that old turtle. Slowly walking up on the finish line while that rabbit running around in circles playing games. He could have won the race.
By now?
He just couldn't find the finish line.
Just real quickly, if you have asked the question, I might have to drop you down because we have people waiting in the back. And we need to free up some space.
Thank
Does
you,
any?
Sister Dot. Okay, no, I just really had comments. You see, I'm going on and on and on, but I want to
No,
tap in
no, no.
because I'm
Don't
so
apologize.
grateful for you all. I'm so
We love
grateful
to
for
have.
you all.
We love to have. We appreciate you. Don't ever apologize, and definitely start your channel. Nothing to be afraid of. Let us know. We will definitely support. So
Sometimes can't take it because I'm kind of raw. You know what I mean? My thing is get the message out, and some of our people are not listening. So over the years, I've become a lot raw, and I just turned 54, so I'm older now. So and one of my things is that I always say, I'm not here to stick a titty in your mouth. I'm not here to suckle you. I'm here to tell you the truth and
right.
set your mind free so you can wake up from your comatose state. That's my message. Period. And a lot of people can't take it because I'm just real like that. Because it's enough of the problems and the BS going on. We need realness right now. We need truth. We've been bathing in lies so long. It's time for us to get the truth out and get clean and get right. I can't figure out why it's taking us so long. If it's in our
Lazy.
DNA of who we are, why is it taking us so long to awaken?
Cognitive dissonance.
Right, and
Thank
plus
you
they give us so
so
much to do that
much.
we can't get it right.
His phone
Yeah.
is getting ready to die, so we want to get people to ask their question before his phone drop. I mean, goes
I
off. So
don't
big.
think I'm gonna make it. I got less than
Yeah,
1%.
let's
This is
Oh,
our
let
what's
Senna
up,
get her
brother?
question and go ahead, Senna.
yes.
I just want to come out and say I'm happy to see.
Following what we know in the culture as the redemption process. It's the blueprint that the ancestors left us to follow in order to reclaim everything back at the close of the age. I've been following it. Now we about to see the materialization of the work that's been done in everybody's face, but they didn't know what they was looking at.
No, I hear
Right?
you, Rod. I'm
But
chiming in. I'm just chiming in. I'm gonna finish it and be real quick because I want to spare everyone else's time. Everyone else is important. I agree. So I'm. This wasn't directed at just me. I've just analyzed our people over the time. We are a people that need to be hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm a listener of, I actually apply. I buy land, I do things with the land, and I'm teaching people with the land how to get the land and what to do with the land, how to cultivate the land. That's my part. But everyone is our
Is
people,
somebody
from what I'm
talking? Because
seeing,
I
were
can't
misguided.
hear.
Well, our people are
Every
misguided.
now and then I hear.
Yeah, our people are misguided. You know
You
what I'm
can hear
saying? That's just what I've gathered from a whole. It's not to say that everyone's supposed to be on the same page, but I'm seeing that, like Claude Anderson had to do for the people. He had to actually create the blueprint for the economics. So I'm saying our people are and we're still stubborn. We still don't even follow that. So I mean, it's only going to be for the people that are going to follow the blueprint. Is all I'm saying. And for those of us that are out here that are willing to open up a book, might just need that blueprint.
mhm. Well, I do plan on writing some books, but right now I'm not at the part where I had the luxury to sit down and focus on writing a book. But I understand what you're saying because we do need guidelines to follow. Um, and
Yeah, and
we
I
will.
appreciate your time and your work, brother. So I mean, I know many of us do, but I just know that a majority of the information that we all gather comes from the books. And if we're the ones that are cracking open the books, I'm saying we possibly need books that we can follow the blue. I know, and we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be able to put it together after all this information. We're supposed to gather it and call on ancestors. We're supposed to. But I'm saying, from what I'm seeing, it's not happening fast enough. Maybe that's just in my vision.
Well, it ain't gonna never be fast enough until you realize how fast it's really happening. You got a lot to change. When the system change over, you just not saying, okay, this is a new system now. It don't work like that. That's setting yourself up for failure. You have to go through the old system to find what's usable. You have to systematically take all the stuff that was detrimental to the people out of the equation. It's a step by step process, and it's not gonna happen in no 30 minutes. So the simplest thing, what I've been telling people, is to start building family bonds. Call a member of your families that you know you related to, Cause you done seen their mama at the funeral and their uncle, you know, they sisters them at the funeral. You ain't never had a chance to talk, so y'all don't even know each other. Building the family bond is the beginning of waking us up. Cause when we start talking to each other, we all got pieces to the family tree that we need to be aware of too. It's not just the people across the land, it's the family too. Cause you got family members that people in the family can't stand because they did so much dirt. And then you got the family members that everybody loved because they tried to do right no matter how much dirt was thrown on them. You don't know them, so you can't take sides without talking to both of them. Right? So that's the beginning steps of the reconstruction of everything is to rebuild the family from the inside out.
Right. I appreciate them the words, my brother. And like I said, I'm always gonna do the work. And I know there's many of us that's gonna do the work. And I greatly appreciate you, brother, because I've gained so much just more awareness. So I'm gonna spare everyone else time. I'm mute up, but I appreciate all y'all time on the panel. Thank you.
Thanks for coming up, brother. Yeah, that was some good stuff he was talking.
Thank you so much
Peace.
for joining.
Thank you.
Wait, Sister YM, let Dark Angel get his question in because we got Commission in the building. Happy New Year, Commission. And I want to get his question in, and then we're going to close it out because Rod has to go.
Commission,
hey.
Peace. Rod. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, yeah. Peace, Rod. It's good to,
Peace, brother.
Talk to you, brother. I got a question for you. So I went out there to Philadelphia. I was there in person. I got to meet Empress Rarebird and all that. And when I was there, I listened to you a lot. I would tell the brother that was talking earlier. You have a real long length of work that's online with you and Young Elder that I've never heard you really. You stand pretty tall on what you say, bro. It's not really that confusing for me. But I was wondering, with everything with Empress Redbird, is everything cool with her? Like when I was out there, the amount of people that you could say, I don't know, it's like a lot of agents was there, bro. I don't know what else to say. Like I could feel it.
There's gonna be some agents. That's why I don't congregate much. Because I already know they're going to be there. She knew they was going to be there too, but she wanted them to be there because she wanted them to see her sit into the tribal political sacerdotal seat on the land. Once they seen that, it was over with for them. Yeah. That's what you call queen checkmate, mother.
You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of blew me away. You know what I mean? The amount of people there, people coming up to me that was like, I'm coming from New York and I'm down in Philly, and people asking for, break change with them. And you know what I mean? I'm feeling real uncomfortable because as brothers, you trying to do certain things. So one thing that you don't talk about, but I would like to hear you talk about it more, is the amount of, you talked about it before, espionage and all that, but it's crazy out here, bro. Like the stuff that they got going, it's when you're talking about New York, I'm still here in New York. I'm here in Harlem, and everywhere you go, you got people with the Section 702 crazy shit. You got everybody's on that shit. And not to mention, you got to realize there's a war going on here. They're trying to gentrify New York and run all over the South.
They already did.
Yeah, there's a few. It's not too many. I'm a Black American. I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean when I say Black American, so-called. Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm from the land, and most of these people ain't, and the immigrants and all that here, whether it be African or whatever, man, a lot of them are all down with that. It's just a crazy situation out here. For me, for some of the stuff I go through, if you in the future, when you get with Young Elder and all that, if you could build on that and all, I would really appreciate that. Cause I dig what you're saying about, you said something before about being in your cave. And I was like, you was like being in your cave and the amount of safety to a degree. And it's like almost a process that you have to go through, that you got to kind of stay out of the way right now because they out here, bro. And
I don't really care because I want the smoke, but I'm not allowed to go get the smoke.
Yeah, I believe what you're saying, bro. Like if we're gonna fight them, if we're gonna take them to bloody war, then all they're gonna do is get an extension, and that's not something we need to do. So I'm always listening, brother. I'm listening always, brother, and I appreciate your wealth of information, bro. And you've helped me through a lot of things, brother, and I appreciate you. I don't want to talk to death. I just wanted. It was good to speak to Rod. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, thank you
with us tonight. Thank you. Make sure you like the stream and support the brother.
Yeah.
His Cash App. I'm gonna pin it again. Chief Pontiac's Cash App. I'm getting ready to drop it in the chat and then I'll pin it. Commission. What's up?
How you doing, fam?
New Year.
Peace.
Peace and love. Yeah, I just came on to greet, Sister Freedom and yourself and the host, and I was sitting back looking at what was being said. And all I can say is whatever the case may be, outside of whatever we think we are, what we say we are, family, United States, they really don't care. So what we need to be trying to do is build some bridges. Build some bridges. Everybody that say they intellectually inclined, we just got to build some buildings and some bridges, between each other, so to speak. So honest to, the Native Americans, if they claim they that, some people don't use that term. We know that. Honest to, those who say they Hebrews, who say they whatever, I'm still on the same vibration, and honest to the host, I caught a little bit of what he was saying, and honest to you, fam. And like I say, honest to Sister Freedom and yourself, Sister Dots.
And Nisha on here to you. Nisha up there. She just been quiet, but she there. And Dulcie was here too.
All is well.
So I'm gonna ask you something real quick, Commission, because I know we can ready to go out. And what you foresee for 2025, or what? Matter of fact, we can get you on this so you can explain that to us one day.
Let's do that. Let's bring Commission back for his whole show.
Commission. Yeah.
He stayed ready.
Yeah, he stayed ready. He's just like Rod. He's ready to fight.
I like his energy.
Yes, Commission don't play.
Just be trying to bring us together. That's all. But I ain't got no problem coming forth, and giving a measure. I'm more concerned with really doing something as opposed to just right. Because I believe in activity instead of us, going back and forth on the information. What can we do to bridge the gap, to work with each other? You know what I mean? For 2025, because this is a time of paradigm shift. And we should be able to pick up
our greatest, our latest and greatest. We need to just, like we have Martin Luther King Day Monday, we should really force to have Malcolm X Day and, Dr. Ben Day, all of our greatest. We should celebrate their.
You know why we don't got those days?
Why?
Because we ain't made those days.
That's what
we supposed to be celebrating them whether they want us to celebrate them or not.
Right, but we gotta spread the word so it can happen. Like having the event for that particular person. That we just lost Dr. Walter Williams, broke my neck, my heart.
Look,
great friend.
Kwanzaa started in one little old community.
Right.
But it started.
Yes. And we got some.
Sometimes we think that we have to have a big group of people for things to be successful, and that's not true. If you want to, you honor and memorialize somebody, and you have 10 pure souls, for example, or 10 people with good, pure, solid intentions, that energy and those manifestations are going to be a hell of a lot more effective than 100. Right? Give me 10 quality over 100 trash. But sometimes we think that we need everybody to do something. No. And so congregate, like you said, you're right. Absolutely. It's very important. Memorialize, uplift. It don't need to be but it doesn't need to be everybody for it to be a thing.
I mean, just put it out there. I my thing is to put it out there, which even suggesting that this was what we should do. Now, whoever doesn't participate, that's on them. But whoever wants to participate in something, you know what I'm saying, come on your Facebook page, give Malcolm a shout out, give some of our greatest a shout out. Dr. Sebi, everything that he, you know, offered. I'm just saying, come on your Facebook page, if nothing else, come on and just, you know, give a shout out. We don't seem to do anything, so that's something that we really should promote for starting in 2025. Now, whatever we do personally, like Das is saying, if we want to get together with our family and tell a little story about the person, and educate about the person, you know, that's cool. But but to promote, you know what I'm saying, that we should be at least shouting out. We got some great people that did great things for us.
A lot of them.
A lot of them. Yes. So, you know, they should be shouted out.
Who do you think is a good choice for a Dr. Sebi show?
Oh, you know what?
Any suggestions, Commission?
Mariah Carey's old boyfriend. What's his name? Oh, husband.
Nick Cannon?
Nick Cannon could be good. He could.
No. I'm saying to talk about Dr. Sebi on this show.
Oh, I thought you were saying like
any suggestions, Commission? Any suggestions?
Rod, your boy, your Black Magic got that guy. He's real nice, bro. I can't remember his name. He's a young fellow. He goes in on the nutrition and all that.
You talking about Yaki Awaken?
I think so. Yeah, he's dope.
I seen him on somebody.
I don't know what his knowledge of Satan is, so I can't.
Yaki, you got to pay some bread.
So he started on the Sebi.
And we don't pay guests. So
I'll go down to 125th Street tomorrow and see what
I can find. You heard? Because he comes in anytime, like any and every time. It's never a problem. It's never charged. It's never anything. We don't pay any of our guests. And so we always give major salute and respect to that, because people don't have to give up their time. Because time is the most valuable currency. You can't get a discount code on your time. You can't get a refund back on your time. Time is the most valuable currency, right? So when people give up themselves just so freely, you know what I mean? That's what's up. So please support us, support Rod Hayes. Oh, I didn't even put your thing in the chat. Let me pin his Cash App.
I think it was 19 keys, Archangel, that you've seen come on. I think it was 19 keys. You might have seen them on 19 keys.
Yeah, y'all keep it on there too.
Oh, on 19 keys, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I thought seeing him. I've been trying to get Dr. Wesley Muhammad. He got a little information, but I don't know what he has on Dr. Sebi. But Dr. Wesley Muhammad has a lot of nutritional stuff.
Yes, he does. So we're gonna go around. We're gonna shut this down. Thank you for your time, big bro. We thank you to all our guests and the fam that came up, showed love. We had over 800 people in the building at one time. And so, yeah, you already know what it is, bro. We really appreciate you so much. Commission, welcome back, fam. Right? We're going to have Commission come up and have a show as well. The ladies came out tonight on a panel, right? That's major. That feminine energy was in the building. And we appreciate y'all. We really appreciate y'all.
When you get a chance, make sure you give an update on how Taj is doing.
Oh, I can call Taj. Well,
yeah,
I mean,
that would be great. That'd be great. You know, he's been kind of out of the picture for a minute. He's
been working. Taj's been working on different houses, because you know he builds houses and everything. So Taj just been working. I haven't heard anything negative, but I talked to Sabir, and Sabir had got in touch with him because people were saying that he was under the weather, and Sabir said that he's fine.
No, he's got some, you know, he's getting some work done on his eyes. He's healing. He's getting, the sisters are taking care of him though. They hold him down. He good. I mean,
and I'll call Naila tomorrow if that
call will be appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, I'll call Naila tomorrow to see if anything, you know, any negativity or anything concerning his health.
Okay. All right. Yo, the chat, yeah, you guys were so amazing. So amazing. Dark Okay, so y'all coming in heavy. I ain't gonna read all y'all names, but to our mods that was here, to the cousins that was here, that was hanging out with us tonight, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all the best.
Absolutely.
Somebody needs to back chat playing. It's a lot of back chat, so I think
it's not me.
I'm not sure. But yeah, all right. Listen, Miss KO, you could drop down.
Take it from the top. Roll the corn. Roll the corn out.
Stop, man. Hey. All right. Let's get it back going then. All right, because this is going to bring my first question. That was crazy, son. Yeah, they let us know, hey, we on their right, we on their behind. All right, so pretty much I memorized it. What it says is that the Smithsonian Institute was set up by the government as a part of a law, and that President James Polk signed it into law in 1846. Now, this is about around the time before the Civil War. This is about around the time they re-implement the Black Christian codes. Why would the government be involved in setting up a museum to diffuse? It's the word they use. It sounds like a code, crazy. To diffuse the information. Why would the government be interested in setting up a museum? And then later, LeBron James and other artists is coming to invest in this place. Go ahead. That's the first. They're gonna get more deeper. That's just the first question starting out.
Well, let's start with the name, Smithsonian.
Okay.
It's a compound word. The first word is Smith, a maker,
okay,
a molder, a bender, somebody who works with a material. He's a smith, a blacksmith, a goldsmith, a silversmith, right? The second part of the word is Sony. Sony comes from the root Sophie, meaning wisdom, right? So as curators of wisdom, what is they trying to do? So the first thing you got to understand about the Smithsonian is a museum is supposed to be a historical display of ancient artifacts. Right. The thing about the Smithsonian is they had to, as they say, be wiser than all the beasts of the field. So they had to use the deception to conceal our ancestry that's found in the artifacts. If they don't conceal the ancestry found in the artifacts, they claim that we came from Africa is blew out the water with a nuclear blast. Here we talk about the giants. My family on my father's side got 7 footers.
Right.
And up. Right? My father used to tell me about his mama brothers. Then my father was taught, my father's 6'7". But as he got older, you know, he shrink. Right? When he passed, he was about 6'5". Now, the reason why that matter, because the Giants is part of Mississippian heritage. Your Shaquille O'Neal types.
Oh man.
Right? That's all Mississippian blood all day long.
Big Joe.
Bill. Right. Now, they also are the ones responsible for giving the misdirection about where they finding these tombs. Like they telling us they found Tut tomb in Cairo. But when they discovered it, they dumbasses printed it in the newspaper that they found it in Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. So why are you telling us 2 different things?
Misdirection.
Right? Being more subtle than all the beasts of the field, or more cunning, more wise. It's trickery and deception rooted into what the Smithsonian is.
Crafty.
A smith. Right? So they working a conjure by concealment, while we working ours by exposure. By exposing what's being concealed, now they stuttering. You know we got word from Pops, right?
Yeah. Oh, you got word from Pops? What was that word?
Anybody that's not participating in his fight for freedom, he don't want to see him. Period. If you ain't part of his freedom fight, don't come talk about I've been there since the beginning. BS.
Yeah.
You know, I actually got it posted on one of my pages. Make sure people see it. The master teacher then spoke. So now all of the ones that rather go with the dirty government narrative and disregard how they fabricated evidence and misled the public into thinking this man was something he not. He don't want to talk.
Right.
But I told him it was going to happen. I told him, I said, Malachi not coming back to them Zinjis. He not going back over there. They don't mean him no good. And their actions speak louder than anything they say out their mouth. Which is also part of the Smithsonian cover-up. Mm-hmm. Because everything that he was exhuming in the United Nuwabian sacred record, in the holy tablets, in the sacred record of Tahuti, the sacred record of Atum Ray, the proper translation of the Torah, the Injil, the Al-Zabur, the Psalms, all of that. He did it all with the ink pen in his hand and the brain in his head. Mm-hmm. Right? So here he is, we face to face with the beast, and we rooting for him to come home, and you still got people in our community that rather believe the government narrative created by some traitors than to go with the facts. They don't want to hear the facts. They rather hear the gossip. And he ain't messing with them. That's for the record.
Hey, I'm glad.
Remember, anything we put out is public notice. Notice the agent is notice the principal. They all been notified.
Yeah, the cookie is crumbling. Like we knocking them down. We nailing them every time we nail right, hit right on the nail every time we have.
He literally said he'd be home soon.
Yeah, it's gotta happen now.
Yeah, so we know he don't just be barking. He ain't telling us that in 2005.
This is the time.
You know what I mean? He didn't say he'd be home soon until like last year sometime.
You know what I think is gonna happen. I think since Larry got Larry got working this way, Doc, then they're gonna be Jeff. Jeff gonna get out right after that because this is a military operation against us since the beginning. Even Smithsonian Institute is a military operation. Why the government signing a law into about a museum? Why you got to have a law? And then you got stuff where you can't even go and see. And then they got most of they showing you the first women and man, like the oldest woman and man, like even at home already. They showing you that they was over here in the Smithsonian Institute. They show you that they was over here, and they show you that they show you that part.